building, there are no rules in this bout. A bout that is not sanctioned by the Global Wrestling Federation.
Making the house announcement there, explaining to the crowd that this match is designed for revenge.
And you couldn't ask for a better pair of wrestlers for this sort of lights-out match. If there were ever two intense wrestlers capable of doing anything in the ring, it's Crazy Mike Davis and Killer Tim Brooks. Two truly unstable individuals, both of them incredibly fine athletes.
You see Davis there biting on that rope. Earlier he was looking up at the ceiling for his friend that gives him instructions. I'm sorry, Akbar?
Borrowed time, yo.
I'm living on borrowed time?
I won't forget that.
I just brought a nice present down for Saddam Hussein. That's all I did. Well, Akbar says I'm living on borrowed time.
Well,
I know that there cannot be any legal ramifications for what I did. I simply brought a present down.
You will see there can be legal ramifications. We will talk about this at another time, Doyle King.
Yeah, I'm sure. Look at Davis, ready for Killer Tim Brooks.
Mike Davis is one of the few wrestlers who can match Killer Tim Brooks' intensity and can, in fact, match him for his unpredictability as well.
Brooks wants to shake hands?
I believe Davis wants to shake hands. I don't think Brooks trusts him.
Well, Brooks shaking the referee's hand, and Brooks smiling, just smiling away, showing that toothy grin. Mike Davis, maybe you should say, maybe it's a toothless grin from Crazy Mike. But now Brooks has gone to the outside. What are you doing out here, Brooks? What are you doing out here, Brooks? Well, he's shaking. Oh, he's shaking everybody's hand. Yeah. Now he's showing that he's not going to hurt anyone. He's shaking Brandon Baxter's hand, Gaston Means' hand, my hand. Now we'll see if he shakes Crazy Mike's hand. Well, if I were Crazy Mike, I certainly wouldn't shake. But look at Davis.
Well,
Davis has his hand outstretched.
If you were as crazy as Mike, you would shake. Mike is a crazy man.
Oh, but Killer Brooks. Oh, his foot was caught. He tried to kick Davis in the midsection, but his foot was caught. Davis caught his foot, spun him around, and watch this atomic drop on the inside of the ring. Akbar looking on, the expression of disbelief as he saw Killer Tim Brooks being atomic dropped by
now he's
Maniac,
offering the insults to the general.
Crazy Mike Davis. Brooks climbing back up into the ring.
I think he'll be more wary this time.
I don't think Davis will make that mistake again. Oh, look at Crazy Mike. He's got his hand out there. He's ready to shake hands with the Killer. Collar and elbow tie. And into the turnbuckle. Referee trying to break him apart. Right there in the corner. Brooks with a big right hand and misses, and Davis follows up with 3, 4, 5. Big forearm across the back there.
Davis is a spectacular wrestler. He's unstable, he's insane, but he's a spectacular wrestler, Doyle.
There's a shot of Akbar. Talking to one of the... What's that? He wants me to tell Hillary to sit down. Well, he has one of the wrestling fans who I guess that he cannot stand down here at ringside.
Isn't that the one that Black Bart refers to as the Fat Heifer?
Yeah, I believe that's it. Big right hands by Brooks on Crazy Mike over in the corner.
It's a good thing these men can take the kind of punishment that they're capable of. In this match, they're going to need tremendous endurance.
Brooks is going to find out by jamming that head of Mike Davis into the corner buckle that it has virtually no effect on him. And Brooks goes to the outside again, and so does Crazy Mike. Remember, wrestling fans, that falls count anywhere in the building. This is a no disqualification match.
Tremendous action out here at ringside.
Brooks and Davis. Oh, look at that. Did you see that? He just smacked Brooks over the top of the head with that chair.
A big elbow to the head.
Struggling over that chair, and Brooks got him. Or rather, Davis got him good. Oh, poke in the eyes by Killer Brooks. Brooks continuing on the outside.
And another one, another poke in the eye.
Oh, my.
It looks like Mike Davis is not the only one who watches the Three Stooges.
Oh, look at him, jammed his back into that apron of the ring. You know, there's nothing back there but plywood and a big, hard piece of angle iron up at the top. And Brooks really laying him in on Mike Davis.
When it comes to inflicting pain, there is nobody like Killer Tim Brooks.
Brooks, the big double axe handle right in the lower mid-rib cage area of Mike Davis. And Brooks continuing to lay him in on Davis. While Killer Tim Brooks gets back in the ring, and we're pleased that we can bring it to you that way here in the GWF. Brooks taking on Crazy Mike. A lights-out match. No disqualification. Brooks over the top rope with those fingers almost up the nostrils of Crazy Mike. And Brooks continuing to choke away on Davis over the ropes.
This is real wrestling here, Doyle King. This is the way wrestling needs to be. Violent, hard, tough, no rules, and two strong men facing each other, eye to eye.
Brooks throwing Crazy Mike into that turnpost area and throws him in there again. You can feel the whole ring move from where we're sitting over here. It moved our ringside table. Bear hug by Brooks.
Look at those massive arms wrapped around this man's spine.
Brooks, a big barrel-chested biker kind of a wrestler. Loves Harley Davidsons. He's been around the sport of professional wrestling for a long, long time. He's a seasoned veteran and one of the most unorthodox wrestlers there is in the GWF today. Crazy Mike with the arm up. Referee checking him to see that he has not had the air literally crushed out of him.
I don't suppose you'd call Mike Davis an orthodox wrestler, would you?
No, Mike Davis is rather an unorthodox wrestler himself.
This is quite a match. Very well suited to each other. Look at that.
Throws Crazy Mike to the outside.
Action continuing outside the ring.
Look at Brooks. Brooks with that foot across the throat of Crazy Mike. Referee counting on Brooks. However, that really doesn't make any difference because there is a no disqualification clause in this lights-out non-sanctioned match.
Of course, we got James Beard out there who'll kick him if he feels like it.
James Beard is, oh, look at that, slammed right into that, one of the posts that holds the ceiling up here. There's Akbar looking on, and Brooks is taking Davis up the aisle. Oh, another gouge into the throat of Crazy Mike. We're going to follow this. I know it's kind of dark, but we're going to follow this as long as we can here in the Global Wrestling Federation. Brooks with Davis over on the other side. He's choking him over a bench. I know that we can't get it and see it very well on camera. There we can. There's another shot. He may take him all the way. It looks like he's going to take him out to the souvenir stand, the concession stand on the outside. Brooks with a big elbow into Davis' head.
You know, it's not for nothing that they call him Killer Tim Brooks. And Davis is taking the kind of punishment that would kill an ordinary man.
They've gone out of our sight here in the GWF. A lot of the fans were following him out there. Oh, look at this! They're down in the concession area. James Beard right there looking on, and Killer Tim Brooks. They're inside. They're inside the kitchen here in the GWF.
Is he getting hot grease?
That's Jack, one of the French fry. The man that sells the fries and the great concessions we have here at the Sportatorium, and Brooks just smashing the face of Crazy Mike in there. I hope he doesn't get a hold of some of that grease. I can tell you that. 450 degrees, that'll do a whole bunch right there, I'll tell you.
It would ruin the taste of our great French fries and corny dogs.
They are literally trying to tear up the concession stand area right here.
Oh, no.
Look at that hot bowl of the hot chili right there.
Chili
and the
melted cheese.
Nacho cheese. And Davis thrown into Jack. Jack trying to protect his equipment. He wants him out of there, I'll tell you that. And Brooks trying to shove him out of the way right there. Bang, right into that post. The referee continuing to admonish them. And Brooks now slinging cheese, and he just kicked Jack in the midsection. He hit Jack across. We've got to take a break. We'll be back. You won't miss any of the action. We'll be back right after this. Attack Jack's Fried Foods, the concessionaire here at the Sportatorium.
It gave Mike Davis time to recover there, Doyle, and he has Brooks by the hair.
Oh, and he just shoved that shoulder. He just rammed that shoulder into the post here. That post that holds up the building. And Davis with a double axe handle on Brooks. As we continue this lights out, this is a non-sanctioned match. Anything goes. No disqualification bout.
This is true bare-knuckle fighting here, Doyle.
Falls count anywhere in the building here in the Global Wrestling Federation. Davis around on the outside with Killer Brooks. Brooks has him in a side headlock. Look at him by the hair. He just rammed. Oh, Davis caught him. He slung him off and rammed Brooks right into that steel corner post. There's Black Bart. And the referee calls for the bell.
Black Bart and Johnny Mantell have joined the fight.
Mantell and Bart, the Rough Riders, and Killer Tim Brooks, all three on Crazy Mike down. Oh, look at that. Inside the ring, Johnny Mantell just headbutted the referee. I think he may have knocked him out.
It looks like he's out cold, Doyle. Looks like he's out cold.
Swinging to the ropes.
Oh, my. Look
Double
at that.
clothesline that sends Davis down. And Crazy Mike writhing in the middle of the ring. And Mantell and Bart both up there. Killer Tim Brooks screaming at the crowd. But here comes the Angel. It's the Angel. He's going to break this mess up right here. And he's cleared the ring. You know, Mike Davis, a couple of weeks ago, came down as the mystery partner for the Angel of Death. And now he's come down here once again to help Crazy Mike. The Angel seems to have broken things up, but no, wait. Here's Killer Tim Brooks.
Brooks is
trying
climbing back
to
in.
slide back into the ring. The referee has come to and regained his senses somewhat. He's going to award the match to Mike Davis.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee James Franklin Beard awards this bout by disqualification to Crazy Mike.
Crazy Mike's going to end up with the win on this match, but still on the outside, Killer Tim Brooks and Black Bart, along with Cowboy John Mantell. The entire stable of General Akbar's men are still out here. I don't know if there's going to be another confrontation or not. The Angel of Death has come down. Seems like 4-on-2 would seemingly be adequate odds, wouldn't you think, Gaston Means?
Crazy Mike is certainly lucky that the Angel came down here because he was certainly being beaten unmercifully by these men.
4-on-1, that's certainly
Actually, I
not
think
even odds there at all.
3-on-1.
Why did you come down and interfere in this match, Mantell? What, you don't want to talk to me? Why did you interfere in this match?
I'll talk to you when I tell you. You understand? Not till I tell you.
Okay, I'm sorry to...
The escapade that you pulled down here will not be forgotten. You understand, punk?
Okay, I understand what you're talking about. That's all the time that we have for this show on the Global Wrestling Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll want to be here. Make your plans to be at the Sportatorium any Friday night you're in Dallas, Texas. Our matches start just before 8 o'clock. We invite you to come and watch us next week here on television. We'll bring you the most exciting wrestling around the world in the GWF.